Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's demo jam from the App Exchange. My name is Jeff Gross. I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I am welcoming two of my favorite friends in the world from the App Exchange world. I've got Joshua Hoskins, who's a fellow MVP. Hey, Josh.
Hello, good to be here with everybody. Really excited, as always. What about
Yeah,
you,
good to
Amanda?
have you. Yes, I cannot forget Amanda Nelson. She is our favorite App Exchange marketing extraordinaire. Hey, Amanda.
Hello, I'm excited for another great demo jam on this fall day.
It is. It's October 21st, and today we are going to be talking about customer service apps. You, as our audience, you can always follow along on Twitter live with the hashtag DemoJam. Also, you can participate by asking questions of our demos today. Today's participants include Quantum Metric, Sightcall, Blue Prism, Vicasso, Icertis, and Youreka. Now, to get the demo jam started, Joshua, why don't you tell them what the rules are?
Yes, there are absolutely some rules. The rules are the same. This competition is going to be so amazing because I know that all of these Demo Jam contestants have practiced really, really well because all of them are going to show you their awesome stuff in 3 minutes or less. They're going to show 0 slides, which means no monkey business. And last but not certainly not least, one Demo Jam contestant here today will have bragging rights and go home with the Demo Jam trophy for this virtual Demo Jam. How about that, Jeff?
Ooh, I tell you, it is a coveted trophy. It is a good-looking trophy. It's got Appy on it, which is, of course, our favorite Salesforce character out there. Well, should we kick it off, Joshua?
We should.
All
Over to
right.
you. Let's get this started.
That's right. So today, our first demo comes from Blue Prism. Blue Prism provides an intelligent automation platform that unifies your human and digital workforces. Blue Prism delivers a skillful and adaptive digital workforce that scales to meet your enterprise's needs. Organizations gain enhanced operational insight and control while your people reclaim the time they need to focus on great work by using Blue Prism. So to show us exactly how this works, I've got Lou here. Lou, are you ready? Let's see your screen. Lou. Should I sing a song about Lou? I don't know a song about Lou, so we're going to have you. Let's hear you. Let's test your audio there, Lou. Let's make sure we
All
hear
right,
you.
can you see my screen? And I'm excited to hear any
Fantastic.
songs you've got.
Well, you know what? I don't have it today, but here's the deal. You've got 3 minutes. It starts now. Good luck.
All right, well, I'm Dr. Lou Bockenheimer, and I lead the Solution Architect team at Blue Prism and appreciate the time today. The number one metric in customer satisfaction is how quickly you're able to resolve an issue. And this is why contact centers will go through incredible lengths to even get a small improvement in average handle time. But speed isn't just important in contact centers. Of course, it's important in every industry. And that's why Salesforce has built cloud native capabilities like Salesforce Service Cloud, seen here, to help accelerate things. But what happens when you have legacy systems like a mainframe that you can't directly integrate with? Well, in this case, we want to do a nice simple address change. And that's going to involve 3 different systems that otherwise you can't connect to. However, thanks to the pre-built integration with Blue Prism, all I have to do is click this button, and when I move over to the digital workers virtual machine, that digital worker is going to go into each of those systems one at a time and make those changes. It's going to use the same user interface that a person would, which means it can really integrate with literally anything. Plus, since it's a digital worker, it's never going to sleep, never going to take a break, never going to make a mistake, always log everything for compliance, be highly secure, living, behind your firewall or in your cloud, and yes, be a heck of a lot faster. What we can do is make these digital workers and expose them as a web service. And that way we make a synthetic web service for all of these legacy systems without the costly endeavor of building custom APIs or, heaven forbid, ripping and replacing them all. How do you build those though? It's pretty straightforward. Blue Prism has a completely no-code user interface that's designed to be business friendly. If you look at it, you're going to see it looks a lot like Microsoft Visio, and that's to make business users feel comfortable. Now, in this demo here, you see we're kicking off one system after another, like you just saw. But that's because this is a demo and I can only really show you one digital worker's machine at a time. In an actual production environment, what you'd be doing is having that same click in Service Cloud, kick off 3 digital workers, one for each of these applications, working in parallel so you get the job done 3 times as fast. In fact, one of our customers, Telefonica, was able to kick off up to 29 different digital workers with a single click and bring their average handle time from 9 minutes down to just 2 minutes. So back in Salesforce, this means we can connect Service Cloud or Sales Cloud to any system that has a user interface, which means companies with legacy systems are able to compete with their disruptors. Thank you.
Right at time, Lou. You've been practicing this thing, and tell you what, here's what I really like about this. We all know the challenges that happen within the organization when we have to copy and paste things, and it isn't followed to the T to get data into other systems. And boy, I had some little nightmares there about CNVI or VT in this case, but being able to go back into some of those other legacy systems that you allow people to integrate with and move the data over there in an automated fashion without a lot of user intervention. You set it up once, you have it happen the same way every time. You save time, you get the other systems updated, and it was a point and click interface. So this digital worker, I mean, I can totally see why it's going to save time. So going from 9 minutes to 2, imagine what that's like within a service environment where no longer do you have to spend as much time on the phone talking with your customer to get all of your other data taken care of. You're taking care of it with your digital worker. So fantastic. Amanda, what have we got out there for a question from the audience for Lou?
Yeah, I know I would love a digital worker. That would make my life a lot easier. Maybe one that could cook, because I can't really do that.
I've got one that does my expense reports. It's the best.
Oh, love that. There you go. So folks, if you have any questions, post them in the chat. We will try to ask them live. The first question that came in is, on average, how long does it take to configure one of these processes?
So some of that's a great question, because it's going to depend. Some of them are a lot quicker to build than others, and that's because we offer a lot of pre-built capabilities, and the more mature customers have already built out their automations, and it's literally just connecting the dots. If you have nothing built, though, it's still very quick to set up. Again, no coding. You just need to highlight the buttons you want the digital worker to click and then connect them together.
So my guess is next time, Lou, we could probably have you set that up right during a demo jam. So I'm going to say 3 minutes or less is probably a good average there, but absolutely that is simple. And again, it goes back to the value of being able to have this thing happen the same way every time so that you know your data is updated. Fantastic. Nice job. Audience, make sure you send in your questions, and we're going to turn it over to Joshua for our next contestant.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And I love the fact that the digital worker can be called by a web service. That's amazing. So next up, we've got Icertis. So with unmatched technology and category-defining innovation, Icertis pushes the boundaries of what's possible with contract lifecycle management. The AI-powered, analyst-validated Icertis Contract Intelligent Platform turns contracts from static documents into strategic advantage by structuring and connecting the critical contract information that defines how an organization runs today. Today, the world's most iconic brands and disruptive innovators trust Icertis to govern the rights and commitments in their 10 million plus contracts worth over more than $1 trillion. That's a lot of value right there. So today with Adam and his 3 minutes or less demo, he's going to show us how all of those contracts adding up to that 1 trillion amount are swimming through all of Icertis's systems. Adam, are you out there?
I am, yes, thank you.
Perfect. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Thank you. This is the Icertis experience for Salesforce, where key benefits include reducing lead to contract cycle time by more than 60% via self-service directly in Salesforce, improve adoption of standardized contract processes, and also maintain compliance and decrease risk by capturing important commercial terms. Now, sales users often face challenges around creating new or finding existing contracts and related information. So I've logged into Salesforce as a sales rep. And from my home dashboard here, I can easily see details of expiring contracts that I may need to be aware of. And with the Icertis experience for Salesforce, users can easily locate existing contracts, access important contract information, or create new contracts through a couple of clicks. So I have here an existing opportunity where I can navigate and I can initiate the creation of a contract or request a contract be raised via a single click. And we can see information in here in the ICI related list, which is listed inside the opportunity. Now, this can also be surfaced directly inside the account records as well. Now, sales reps often need to send their NDAs to clients. And over here on the right-hand side of the screen, I have a number of options available based on my permissions. So it's very easy for me to do this. And I can navigate in, I can click Quick NDA, and Icertis will pull the details from Salesforce directly to initiate the new contract being created. And it's done. What we'll see in here is the contract is created. It will be sent out directly to the designated contact for my account. And if I refresh the view, the status will be updated directly in my related list and will update automatically based on any further changes in status and so on. Now, what we can also see in here are other existing contracts within the opportunity record and related list. So what I can do is I can actually see quick action options available to me based on the contract status where I can engage in further actions directly here. This is in line in the actual related list rather than navigating to the record. So for example, I could initiate for external or internal review or share for approval and so on. And this means I can carry on with other important work whilst I do it. Now, if I want to navigate into an existing record, I click through and I can easily locate the relevant information relating to the contract. And I can see, for example, key contract terms and also further details listed in here as well. So for example, in this case, I can see products and pricing related information, which I can click into and see information on. I can also see any commitments listed against this contract and so on. We can also integrate into, for example, CPQ for pulling in quotation related information. We also have granular workflow relating to this, as well as full history and versioning of these contracts. Now, in conclusion, Icertis provides extensive and extremely powerful capabilities directly to the end user, enabling them to draft, author, and manage all key contract information from directly within the Salesforce application. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that great demo, Adam. Definitely came in under time, so congratulations for that. But you know, I do see contract lifecycle management being a true way to legitimately save time against just not getting the contract signed for the sales to produce the revenue and to lock the revenue in, but also being able to launch those other pre-sales cycles like a quick NDA or a quick authorization. There are plenty of organizations out there where I see they have one-off credit card authorization processes, and being able to, based on your permissions, be able to do that all from a single intuitive interface is absolutely fantastic. So great demo, and thank you for your time today. Amanda, what questions out there do we have for Icertis?
Great, yes, keep those questions coming. The question that popped up is, what type of contract file formats do you support?
Okay, well, we manage the contracts themselves in MS Word. So typically the contracts, when they're in the process of authoring and sharing for review, they are in MS Word, but we can generate, or we do generate, into PDF as well. Plus also for ingesting external contract records inwardly and the files for those, we can pull them in different formats as well.
That's awesome. Thank you so very much for your demo. Great job. Jeff, who do we have up next?
Well, we have next Vicasso, and you're going to say, have I ever heard of these folks before? Well, not under that name. These are the folks formerly known as Internet Creations. Vicasso is a Salesforce ISV and consulting partner that's committed to empowering their clients to deliver perfect service experiences every time. Vicasso designs and builds smart Salesforce solutions on the Salesforce platform, like its Service Experience Suite that helps improve customer satisfaction, improve agent productivity, reduces customer churn, and even more. Vicasso offers 25 years, that's right, 25 years out there of proven experience, high-performing app, and a hands-on consulting approach to help their clients achieve everything they're looking to achieve in business. Vicasso's app Case Flags improves your support team's effectiveness and responsiveness by simplifying that, hey, which case do I work on next? And in order to figure that out, we are going to find out today from Howard and Thais. There we go, I got the name right. Howard and Thais are going to show us exactly how Internet Creations, now known as Vicasso, works with case flags. So are you folks ready?
Ready.
I am ready.
All right. Your 3 minutes begins now. Good luck.
Imagine that I'm a support manager with a team of support agents and lots of cases that need attention. So let's say hi to our team's star performer, Thais. Hi, Thais.
Hello.
And what I need is a single place to manage the ongoing workload of my support team. So let's show you Switchboard for case flags. The flags represent how long each client has been waiting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assign the first red flagged case from the queue right to Thais. This client's been waiting too long, so I'm going to drag and drop that case right onto her name.
Wait, I already have too many cases.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. What I should have been doing was looking at the total workload for all of my agents, shown here on the switchboard. You can see the balance of work is totally unfair, so let's rebalance these cases. Now, I don't want to reassign cases that are already in progress, so let's take the new cases assigned to Thais and reassign them to the client support group. Now, instead of guessing or doing a round robin, Case Flag Switchboard assigns cases based on workload. Notice that the assigned user is highlighted on the left as we make that assignment. Now, as we go here, let's assign a few more there. Okay, cool. Let's take Thais's low priority cases and take those off of her plate as well. So we'll update the statuses there, change the priority to just do the low priority cases, move this around. Things are starting to look a little bit better.
Maybe I can even go for a walk later.
I hope so. When we assign cases from the queue, we can also disable Thais from the group to prevent her from getting any new cases, since after all, she's going to go for a walk. The nice thing about groups, you can define them any way that you want. Shifts, expertise, roles, and users can even be in multiple groups. All along the way, what Switchboard is doing is it's helping you rebalance work to make things fair. Now, everyone has a favorite client. Thais has a favorite client. So she's going to search for a case and make sure that that gets assigned to her. As we find that case there, cool. Thank you, demo gods, for slowing up the org, always a treat. Now that we see this workload is balanced across the team, what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, what should Thais work on next? So instead of just going to a list view, Thais is going to open up the case flags utility bar component. This acts as a what's next list for her. It allows her to know exactly which case to work on next. And so then on the record detail page, the case flags component shows her the timing information about what's going on. Once she responds to that client, the flag is automatically cleared and she can find the next case right from the utility bar. So I want you to all install a 14-day free trial of case flags from Vicasso, balance workflow, and never again have to think, does my team know which case to work on next?
Time for my walk now.
End of demo.
Nice. Did you almost say Internet Creations? Are you still working on that, Howard?
It's been a while.
Almost did. I think that time, you've probably had that in your head for a long time. So, wow. Fantastic demo, and here's what I like about it. Number one, you're using bright, basic colors, which tell you so easily what's going on. Being able to drag and drop those priorities, being able to load balance across people, and being able to see the queues and the workers and understand what their workload looks like to make things fair. I know from having programmed lots of round robin things in the past and trying to deal with how do we manage those workloads and being able to take into account how much does anybody have and can we make that more fair by moving these around to other folks. That obviously you're doing this based on the least amount of impact to your customers, but the best amount of impact to making good use of your agent's time. This makes it so simple, and being able to understand that visually, being able to do the drag and drop, I like this. Very good stuff. And I can't wait to see. Amanda, what does our audience have as a question for Howard and Thais?
You know, Jeff, I realize now that I can use Blue Prism to order my food, and then I can use Vicasso to go for a walk.
That's true.
So
It's
I'm
fair.
pretty excited about both of those things that are happening. Okay, yes, great demo. The question is, can you create different aging speeds for different cases based on priority?
Yes, you can. And that is actually one of the strengths of case flags. You can make multiple custom aging speeds and have case flags age faster or slower based on all kinds of factors in Salesforce, such as it could be record type or product line, account SLA. And then every time that case is created or updated, those custom aging speeds get evaluated in the sorted order to see if criteria is met. Otherwise, it uses the standard timing.
Aging speed. I like that. Look at how configurable that is to really tailor it to your team's needs, and being able to do this drag and drop, point and click. This is something that any manager within an organization can do, and do this on the fly. This is fantastic. I
Thank
like
you.
it. All right. Thank you so much, Vicasso. Let's see, Joshua, who have you got next?
Thanks, Jeff. That was a great demo. I can always tell how excited Jeff is about a Tiller solution when he doesn't take a breath after a couple of sentences. So you showed a lot of stuff there. Great demo, and thank you. Next up, we've got Quantum Metric. Quantum Metric provides insight into how customers engage with web or mobile applications, helping you personalize your customer experiences, improve agent engagements with a single solution. Contact center agents can visualize in real time customer intentions, their frustrations, and failures to convert via session replays. Those session replays can be saved directly to a case or escalated via Chatter, Jira, or Slack if an anomaly or critical technical error is detected. Contact center managers and operators can quantify through data if an experience is just clearly a one-off, through data, or if it's an experience that has a bigger problem costing the customer and company a lot of money. With us today, we've got Sienna, who's going to take it away. Over to you.
Thanks so much. Looks like we've got a frustrated customer on our hands, something your support agents are well familiar with. Something isn't working on your site as intended, and it's causing your customer to rage click, to refresh, and has driven them to call into support. Just like our friend here, your customers may not be able to articulate to support exactly what the issue is. Well, ghouls and goblins, let me introduce you to Quantum Metric for Salesforce. With our no-code integration, our enterprise global customers have seen call times reduced by up to 40%. Let me show you how you too can rescue customers from the digital graveyard. Here I am as an agent in my case. I can see all of the sessions associated with this user, and I can see that my frustrated friend is live right now. This lets me dig in a little bit further. I can see what kind of device they were on, whether it was desktop or mobile, how long they were engaged, and if there was a conversion value or an abandoned cart rate. But I wonder, where did they fall out of the traps? I can play a session replay. Quantum Metric's session replay allows the agent to no longer rely on the customer to troubleshoot. I don't need the customer to tell me what their frustration was or try to reenact their issues. I can actually see in real time exactly what a customer went through prior to contacting support. Now I can play it live here, or I can jump to one of these flags that Quantum Metric has surfaced for me. All of this is captured proactively. I don't need the customer to share a screen or reenact their issue. I can see it live and start to validate exactly what their pain was with this visual evidence. And now I have empathy for their experience and can help them through their issue faster. But I wonder, how many other customers are running into the same issue? And how much is that costing my business? Your agents have a front row seat to your customer experiences, but how often are those insights flowing through to the teams that actually create those experiences? With Quantum Metric, you can save a session, and then it's attached to this case. This link can then be shared via Slack, Jira, with other stakeholders within the organization, maybe product, IT, or UX. This allows them to dig in and understand how many individuals is this affecting and how should they prioritize the fix. As an agent, I go back to my cases. As an organization, I benefit from the key insights brought forward from the customer support team. Voila! We've turned Frankenstein into Frankenfine. Create beautiful customer experiences with Quantum Metric for Salesforce and never get ghosted by customers again.
Ta-da! That was an amazing demo. I cannot tell you how much you spoke to my heart. I mean, customer agents having empathy for customers, especially now that we've got all the stress at home to deal with, and we still have all of those frustrations. And a lot of people are really looking to websites and mobile applications to simplify and really avoid talking to a person or that engagement. So anything that you're trying to make easier that then comes into a fruition just is like too much compiled on what everyone is going through at home these days. So I love that your utility gives people that extra bird's eye view to what exactly is the problem. I'd love to see it adapted to, software development. There's so many use cases I'm thinking of. So great job. This has definitely got several different use cases that I think everyone in the Salesforce ecosystem who's working in customer service could benefit from. So Halloween's right around the corner. We've got Frankenfine, who was an amazing actor. So thank you so much. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Quantum Metric?
I love the ghoul. I wasn't sure if he knew that the mask is supposed to cover your nose and mouth, but beyond that, it was perfect. So this question is for the ghoul. How long is a session saved, and does the user know their screen is being monitored?
Sure. So we're capturing the sessions and holding them in Salesforce for 30 days. So the agent will see 30 days worth of sessions. Once it's actually saved in the link that you see, then it's associated with that case. If it was never viewed, if it was a simple issue like I need to reset my password, it's possible the agent never looked at the session replay at all. And so then it would sort of disappear into the ether, if you will. And then when it comes to the actual security and compliance aspect, we take that very serious at Quantum Metric. And so we the tag that is on a website follows all standard rules in GDPR. So nothing to worry about there.
Whew, what a relief, because I know the security Nazis were definitely thinking about all of those questions. So thank you for preempting that answer. Thank you so much for your demo today. Jeff, who do we have up next?
Awesome. Let's stay on a visual theme here. Next up, we got Sightcall. Sightcall enriches the service experience by adding live video to customer interactions, escalating any conversation to a live video support session so agents can see the issue, they can provide an effective informed resolution. And to show us exactly how this works, I got Tyler and Adriana here with us. So hey, who's sharing their screen? Is it Tyler or Adriana?
It is. It's me, Jeff. Thank
hey,
you.
Tyler. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how we can get visual with this. Keep us on a theme. Tyler, your 3 minutes begins now. Good luck.
Thank you. So creating a great customer experience can be hard over the phone. So I'm sending a live video session invite just via text right from the case record. And we have a particular problem or challenge where my customer wants to speak Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish. So Sightcall is going to provide live translation. And that live translation will come across in English subtitles for me. On her side, she'll be seeing Spanish in her native language. Hi, Adriana.
Hola, ¿puedes oírme bien?
One second, just confirm. Yeah, I can hear you okay. Can you hear me?
Sí, puedo oírte.
Try that again.
¿Puedo oírte?
Yep, yes, I can hear you. Now your subtitles are coming in. Great. What's the problem today?
Mi olla Tefal no quiere encender.
Oh, okay, let's look at it. I'll switch the camera. Okay, visually it looks fine. So on the front there, if you don't mind, I'm going to pause the screen. If you can just toggle that lever for me. Okay, so it's not working. Let's take a look at the serial number. I'll do a lookup, see if there's any issues.
¿Dónde está el número de serie?
It should be on the bottom.
Un momento, por favor.
No problem. Okay, so I'm going to send a scan. You just put it in that little box. Perfect. Thank you. So I'm doing a lookup of that information.
Gracias. ¿Y el cable está bien? ¿Está conectada?
Great. Yes, thank you for checking the cord. It's great. So I have the information. Thank you. I'm doing a lookup. Okay, so there's no recalls or known issues, but there is a hidden on-off switch. It's located near the power cord. Can you look there? I'll hover my arrow to show you where it is.
¿Sí?
Yeah, I think it's right there. Yep, that's it. Let's test it now. Ah,
Perfecto.
much better. Great. Any other issues today I can help with?
Eso era todo. Muchas gracias.
You're very welcome. Bye, Adriana.
Right at time. Oh, wow. I am just, okay. So I'm processing all of this. The fact that we engaged with the customer doesn't speak the same language as me. We're going back and forth. We're getting live translations of what's going on, so I don't have to be specifically skilled in their language. Doing annotations on the fly, being able to do OCR directly through the camera, that's kind of craziness. And the amazing thing is it all works within Salesforce. So now you can connect all those processes so that instead of all of that work that would have been to, number one, try and understand somebody who speaks a different language than you. Number two, being able to tell them exactly where to look, and even being able to put those annotations on there, being able to see that arrow where you look for that secret. You know, who made that thing? Because that's a little bit I don't know, a little torturous that you have a hidden power switch on there. But man,
Right.
being able to do that and being able to communicate with your customer that way, fantastic stuff. So Joshua, I think, yes, I should probably take a breath now and give Amanda a chance to ask a question from her audience. I really appreciate this demo. This is cool stuff. What have you got?
Definitely mind-blowing. Definitely mind-blowing.
Yes, I know, right? We saw so much. I mean, I still don't know what that piece of equipment does in the kitchen, but it does.
Yep.
So, okay, the question from the audience. Oh, they're popping up. I love this. Everyone's so interactive today. This is a good one. Where does it show the translation piece in Salesforce? Are you able to show that?
So the translation is within Sightcall, and it's live for both sides that you see. But there's also a history record that, as well as transcription services that we can, I think, process through with a workflow into Salesforce. It's a good question.
Wow, good stuff. This is fun. I like seeing stuff that just kind of bends the mind. It's like, wait, you can really do that? You can put that into Salesforce. You can connect that up. So good stuff. Thank you so much for your demo. I'm going to turn it over to Joshua for our last demo today. Hey, everybody stick around. We got voting time coming up, and we want to have you vote for who did the best demo of the day. Go for it, Joshua.
Absolutely. And also don't forget to put your questions in the chat should you have any for this last Demo Jam contestant. Next up, we have Youreka. Youreka guides teams through forms, checklists, inspections, and assessments for better data-driven decisions in all call center or in the field, online and offline. With Youreka, digital transform your procedures and let your entire team benefit from your know-how top performers. AI-driven and Salesforce native, Youreka is trusted by leading companies across all vertical industries, from growth to enterprise like Shell, Humana, P&G, and Gulfstream, to help put knowledge to work. Wow, Patrick, definitely have got some things to show us in 3 minutes or less. Are you up for that?
Let's do it.
All right, Patrick, your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Hello, everybody. Today, we are an organization that conducts inspections and assessments for our customers on site in the field. And today, we are doing an inspection of the island that is in Squid Game, the popular Netflix series. So let's go out onto the island and do our inspection. First of all, using the Youreka mobile application, a user can see all the inspections that they need to complete on any given day. We can tap into any one, simply check in, and immediately see all the forms and checklists that we need to fill out while we're doing our visit today. The moment that we tap into any of these forms, we can see that they're pre-populated with information from Salesforce, which gives us great context about the customer and our visit today. And we'll notice as we start to fill out answers to these questions, Youreka is going to show more information, guiding the user through their process. So let's do a little equipment inspection, if we will. The first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and open up my camera here. And you can see here's a piece of equipment that we want to go ahead and scan. And that includes the QR code. Let me see it here for a sec. I'll move my zoom out of the way. It includes a QR code that we're going to want to scan. Turns out that the serial number has been verified, which is great news. Now we'll go ahead and indicate that the equipment has been damaged, and we'll leave some comments, and we'll say something like, this thing appears to be a giant death machine. Next, we'll indicate that people are acting unsafely and irresponsibly while on site. And we know that because when we go ahead and use Youreka's camera, we can go ahead and take a photo while we're on site. And we see that these folks are absolutely up to no good. We'll also indicate that there's a little bit of organ harvesting going on, which is pretty weird. We're going to want to record that, okay? The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some line items. So first of all, we'll say, you know what, they need some bunk beds. We'll add those there as well. We'll need some red jackets because apparently those are pretty popular in the Squid Game Island too. So the moment that we add those, we'll indicate that we're finished with our inspection. We'll give a quick reminder not to drop any Squid Game spoilers while we're doing this demo. That's helpful. Grab a quick signature, indicate that we'll send a PDF when we're done here. Grab some final comments like, this seems shockingly familiar to Hunger Games. And then also give our users some context as to how to escape from the island if they need to. We'll submit the form and realize we don't have internet connectivity on this island, but that's okay because Youreka works both online or off. When we return back online, we save all that information back to Salesforce so that when we refresh our page, we see all the data that we captured while we were out in the field is now available here in these records. We can even jump into the form itself and see all the data that was captured by our end users while they were in the field. And if we want to add new questions to these forms, we simply use our drag and drop editor, jump on in here, make the adjustment, save and publish so that the next time that we go out into the field, we can see a new inspection version right here.
Sorry, out of time. Thank you so much for showing all of that goodness within the time limit that you had, Patrick. You actually showed a lot of great stuff there. What I love from yourself is the power of the camera today. You've seen that in a couple of different demos, the ability to be able to use live video to be able to scan barcodes, scan QR codes, as well as be able to engage with customers. I also like the fact that inside of the Youreka app, it's very much guided, right? This is very flexible to be able to deploy a humongous number of people to do a activity or several different activities and get quality input and guided input to be able to indeed make sure that you do make data-driven decisions at scale. So wonderful job. Thank you very much. Amanda, what questions out there do we have for Youreka?
I love the demo. I was like starting to duck. Like I was like, oh, there's the like giant death trap ball.
Right?
Great demo. The question is, can you create tasks based on the information you learn out in the field from the forms?
The answer is absolutely yes. So everything that you just saw here is Salesforce native, which means that all the questions, all the answers to every single question, everything is Salesforce data. And so what that means for all of you out there that are familiar with configuring Salesforce admins, you know that we could use things like Flow, Process Builder, Apex triggers to take the information that you capture with Youreka and generate records in the system and manage powerful business processes.
Declarative Salesforce functionality for the win. Thank you so much, Patrick. Great demo.
Woohoo!
Well,
We
here
did
we
it,
are.
Joshua. Yes, which means it is time to put the vote out to our audience. You have the power right now in your hands to vote for who you think did best. Now, remember, there are some rules around this that if you work for any of these companies, you're not allowed to vote today. So sorry about that, but we saw some fantastic ones. Joshua, you can't pick a favorite, but tell us something you saw that you thought was impactful.
Listen, how to answer a question without picking your favorite. Jeff, you know, we talk about this all the time. The innovation that these partners bring to the table during these 3-minute sessions, whether it be skit or power functionality, is just, again, mind-blowing. I feel like in today's world, we're looking for, you know, the world changed in a dime, and now all of these partners and even just, you know, customers are also changing to adapt. And each one of these partners today showed hands down that we're absolutely able to do even more than what we were doing before if we just have some time to think about it a little bit more. So all of them are my favorites. I particularly love the can't have any favorites, man. I particularly love the camera interactions, and just the level of innovation here is just staggering. We should do American's Got Talent's version or American Idol version of demo jams, because I'm surprised every single time I host one with you.
Now you dropped that there, and I think that Amanda's going to start thinking about how could we do a World's Got App Exchange Talent, because there are, well, let's actually do a quick quiz here. Amanda, how many App Exchange partners are there out there today? Let's see if you got this off the top of your head.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there are thousands. I know that we have over 6,700 apps.
Wow.
And how many installs as of today, maybe? Close, at least recently?
You can see the latest number on the homepage if anyone wants to keep up, but we are nearing 10 million. We're hoping to hit 10 million in a few months. Very close.
Is there a prize if I'm the 10 millionth installer?
You know that I'm planning something, Jeff.
Oh, but I don't know. Am I a little too close? Am I an insider even though I don't work for Salesforce? Would I not be able to win?
I don't know, Jeff. We're just going to have to see.
But let's just talk about that for a second. 10 million installs. Anytime that I think about an App Exchange install, and of course you should try to install it in a sandbox before you install it into production. But regardless,
thank you for qualifying that.
Look at the number of hours we're saving at scale. I feel like anytime you install an app, you're immediately getting some type of feature or newer capability. So I just think the App Exchange consistently has an advantage to be able to be aligned with your company. So all admins should really be checking about all of the net new applications that are being added to the App Exchange, coming to these demo jams, telling your boss and your other friends in college to come to these demo jams, because you're always going to learn something. If it's not for you, it will be for something for someone else, or something that you might have a use case for later on. So this is just sharing is amazing.
It's about impact, Joshua, because look at how even the demos we saw today, being able to do OCR, being able to do QR code entry out in the field, so many of those things we used to depend on people putting in with their little fingers onto keyboards and laptops and things like that. We've got so many other ways of taking in information now that we can make sure that we're doing the same thing over and over again the right way. And it's about connecting existing technology with Salesforce, with other innovative technologies that are out there. There are so many amazing things. And the App Exchange, even though it's how many years old now? Am I losing track? Is it 12? Is it 13 years? How many years have we had? Yeah, wait, no, the App Exchange is even longer.
2005.
Wow. So it's crazy. This is 16 years of innovation, and I only
available at your fingertips. Let's go for the tagline. 15 years of innovation available at your fingertips at the click of a button.
It's amazing stuff. And to think of the creativity that folks have put into being able to even do things like, I saw there, being able to rearrange and automatically move cases around, to do load balancing, to make sure that we're not overworking some of those agents who have been, piled on with some of these really high value or high importance cases. Being able to do that, man, fantastic stuff. Fun.
Okay, Amanda, we're done gushing.
Oh, it's all good. We are just waiting on
Love.
a few more folks. If you are checking your email or Slack, hop over back to Zoom and vote.
Come on back in.
Because not everyone has voted yet, and we are very, very close. And you know, it's like neck and neck here. So we need some more votes to come in.
Okay, so my little bit of banter in here is, yes, I've heard of Squid Game. No, I've not watched it yet, but now I think, I'm going to have to join those 87 million other people around the world who have started, not only 87 million started, 87 million people completed watching the series already. I think, Joshua, have you watched it yet?
No, I think I'm usually the last person to do all of these things that everyone else does, except for
Amanda, have you yet?
Squid Games?
But I have not.
Yeah.
No, I'm terrified. I mean,
okay.
I was scared of watching the demo just now.
You know what? Here's the deal. I think we ought to have a watching party. We ought to have Joshua, Amanda, and Jeff. We can record this. We can put it on YouTube later. Something like that. We can do a Squid Game watching party, and then we'll start relating it back to, hey, you know what? They should have been doing an inspection there, and they should have scanned that QR code on that really scary-looking robot out there.
Yeah, so that's a thing out there.
It could be me the entire time.
Hey, it's okay. That's reality, right?
That's what there should be like, the big hype right now is reaction videos. And so I would love to see some reaction videos about CRM technology or software development, about like how that could have been better. Like, right now reaction videos are mainly on cooking and things like that, but we have a whole nother level of reaction videos that we could produce with efficiency tweaks, developer on developer or developer on customer. We got some good ideas here.
Actually, now that I think about that, you put that out there, Joshua, and Amanda, start cooking on this idea. What if you had reaction videos to new App Exchange partners out there? So you bring in some live customers, and it's not a 3-minute demo jam, but instead you get live reactions and see where it goes. I mean, that could be really interesting right there. I don't know if it goes out on YouTube or not, but I think there's a lot of things we could do with that.
I like it. I also would like to announce the winner. What do you think?
Let's hear it. I am ready.
There's that.
Or we could just keep this demo jam webinar going for hours and see how long people hang on. And that's
Let's go for it.
Let's go do that.
Okay, all right. We'll share the results. The winner of the October 2021 Customer Service Apps Demo Jam is Blue Prism.
Hey, all right.
Woo, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, would you like to say a few words, Lou?
I'd love to. So, appreciate it. And Blue Prism Digital Workers are here to help you with all your daily tasks.
As long as those Blue Prism Digital Workers are not Squid Game contestants.
No,
as long as it's not robots like that.
No,
okay,
very
good.
Non-violent robots.
I loved all the Halloween-esque scary stuff today,
yeah,
but I also loved your demo.
My favorite part was the puns.
Spectacular.
So those were great.
We do have a pun expert on the call who shall remain nameless, but is excellent. And you may see those on the App Exchange Twitter handle every once in a while. So with that, we want to thank everyone for coming to the Demo Jam. Amanda, Jeff, any parting words, thoughts?
Well, I will say that you can install and help us get to 10 million installs all of these apps today at appdemojam.com. Go check them out. The YouTube recording of this webinar will be available on that same site shortly. And even though Blue Prism won, I think everybody is a winner because everyone is beautiful. What do you think? Is that a good one, Jeff?
That is good. I like it. We had a fun time today. Thank you so much, contestants, for being here. Thank you, all the audience, for being out there and being a part of the voting. I look forward to going out and sharing this video on YouTube with others. Go out and install some apps, and we'll see you next month. Bye-bye,
Don't
everyone.
forget to put them in Sandbox first.
Okay, fine.
Bye.